Today is Friday, April 28th at 4:20 p.m. It's been a week. I'm grateful though. Like, I'm always grateful. I try to always come with a grateful spirit, especially being in this space because I could not be here. So let's get a rundown of this week. We had our dentures that were due today in class, and we also had a practical exam on doing one side of dentures as well in 3 hours. So I would say I don't think the exam was actually that difficult because I feel like throughout the whole week I actually learned how to place teeth, set them, maneuver wax, all that type of thing, make sure that my teeth are coming together as they should, that each cusp, each groove is in line. So like that was cool. Like I learned so much within this last week because if you looked at me last week, I couldn't have done that. But the difference a week make, always grateful for growth. It's been very stressful. I feel like this might be one of the most stressful weeks I've had in a long time, but I also feel like every week is stressful. So I don't know, maybe it was just this week. It's kind of hard to even remember last week because there'd be so much going on and the weeks coming and the current week and the current day that you in, but that's all. But that's not why I came out here to talk to y'all. Prior, I told y'all how I had a practical exam and I felt like I failed a part. And I was going to show y'all because I knew that I had failed a part, but we're going to talk about it. So we had to do a temporary crown and we had to do a crown prep, right? So we had to go around, shave around the tooth, and then make this crown prep within 3 hours. This is how our crown prep is supposed to. This is how our crown prep is supposed to look. This right here. So you can see, my bad, this right here, it has certain dimensions. It's a certain size, it's a certain width. This is called a landing area. So this little area around it is supposed to look a certain way. You're supposed to use a certain burr. A burr is what they put into a handpiece to like cut the tooth essentially. So yeah, so this is how my crown prep looked. It's a little tilted, but it's good nevertheless, like it passed. Some critique they said was it was slightly over reduced, meaning I took down too much in this area, which I had known I did, but it was just slightly. What else did they say? Too much of a lingual axial wall reduction. So on this side of the tooth, this the lingual side, I reduced too much, so I took away too much. And I can see what they're saying, but everything else was straight, so past that. What I did not pass was this part right here. So let's talk about it. What happened during my exam was it had cracked on the back side, this part right here. So when it cracked, I tried to go in and add more material. As I added more material, it made the inside, I added more material from the inside. So when I added more material from the inside, it made it rise a little bit too much. So when I sat it on the tooth, it was too high. So I knew that, and I spent so much time trying to fix it until I ran out of time and I wasn't able to. They also said that it's over contoured, meaning it's too bulky, which we can see because it's supposed to be flush. So all I have to do really is just go down, take this down a little bit. So what we'll use, if you ever been to the dentist, you got a cavity and they tell you tap, tap, bite, bite. I'll essentially put that same paper in here and I'll do like this. It would tell me where it's too high at in certain areas, and I'll just take that down. And then I'll just take an instrument or another burr in my handpiece, smooth this out so this looks more flush. Like as you can see, it's too bulky, especially in this area right here. This little area is just too bulky. So I need to take that down. It's just some minor fixes that I need to do, and it's nothing major. A large part about dentistry is knowing your limitations. I think we can apply that to life in general, but like just knowing your limitations. So when it comes to dentistry, like you have to know what you can and cannot do because you're responsible. Like you're really in charge of someone's health and making sure that they are at optimal health when they're in your hands. So if I'm doing something and I know can't do it, or I can't do it to the best of my ability, or it won't benefit the patient, that's when I can say like, hey, I can't do this, let me stop, or hey, I know I can't do this in general, and let me refer you to somebody, let me send you to somebody that knows how to do it. But also like as a student, knowing like I need to work in this area. This is where I need to improve in. And just giving yourself grace, because like this is our first time doing this. We've never done this before. This is a new skill. So understanding that you're learning, and understanding that you don't necessarily have to be perfect in every area, but you need to be good. So that's what I'm working on daily, being good. So I'm gonna find time. Also, you can see it's too high because it's not, these teeth, it says supposed to occlude, mean come together. They're not occluding. So when I was doing my exam, I could tell just straight off of this tooth. If I take this down, the teeth go in perfectly. So that's how I know it's too high. It's just little things that you learn over time, but it's not terrible. Like, it's not bad. So this is a correctable failure. That's what they said. So I just have to correct my mistakes and move on. Another day, another exam. It is April 28th, as I said. We finish our semester July 19th. So we have a few more months still. So July 19th, they said we got 10 more exams. I think that's written. I don't know how many practicals we got, but we almost there. May, June, July. So like 2.5 months. And I'm gonna be out of here. I hope everybody has a great weekend. You know, I'm queen of self-care, so I'm about to be on my way to get a massage because it's just been a rough week. Yeah, I was about to say stressful. It's like rough. Don't worry about it. It's been a rough week, but I'm happy I'm here. I've learned so much and grown so much in this week. And the main thing is to never underestimate yourself or take away your credit of what you can't get done, because you can get it done. If dental school has taught me anything, it has taught me that I can get it done under the worst circumstances, because like that's what you're here to do, get stuff done. So a reminder, brush your teeth twice a day, floss, go to your dental appointments. Your mouth is very important. Everything that you consume is going through your mouth. Your mouth is seeing a whole bunch of stuff before any part of your body can. And I don't know if we ever put that in perspective for y'all. But yeah, brush your teeth twice a day, floss, drink water, mind your business, take care of yourself.